Hello, boys and girls. It's Mrs. Godzik. I just wanted to take a few minutes before we got into our new learning for the week. Each of you have received a packet in the mail. Some of them were for science and math. Mrs. Godzik is just going to focus on ELA for the upcoming weeks. So your focus on lesson this week is the week of April 27th, and each of you should have received a weekly summary sheet. And your weekly summary sheet will look like this. So these are all the skills that are going to be taught this week. So we're going to start with our essential question. Why do people run for public office? So that is going to be our focus question for everything that we do this week. Also, we will be making predictions. So in our anthology story this week, LaRue for Mayor, we will be making predictions as we read based on the events in the story. We will also be focusing on a new genre called fantasy. And fantasy is a type of fiction story. It also has characters, a setting, or an event that could not exist in real life. It also includes illustrations. So when you're thinking of a fantasy story, I always think of something, my fantasy world, with candy canes and gingerbread houses, and that's something that would not exist in real life. Also having characters that can talk. That is not something that could really happen. Also, our spelling words for the week are focusing on inflectional endings, Y and I. Also, our new vocabulary words are listed right on the bottom, right underneath our spelling words, which Mrs. Godzik will also go over and introduce to you later this week as well. We will also be focusing on our vocabulary strategy, which has to do with idioms. Some of your teachers might have touched on idioms throughout this year. And if you need a refresher, you can also go onto Flocabulary and you can search idioms, and you will have a fun little song that will come up that will help you learn and kind of refresh you about idioms. Once again, if you have any questions with some of the upcoming skills for this week, you can contact your teacher with any questions that you have. Stay tuned for more of Unit 4, Week 2.